Hello, I'm Stacey Mallory. I'm host of Chargers Talk 4630. I'm only here for a couple of minutes so I can run something across you that's been on my mind. I want to thank everybody for the support and thank you for the subs and thank you for all the engagement that I've been getting in my comment section. And I take the time to try to respond to everyone. And over the last week, I've had over 300 comments and I have been responding to everyone as a way to show how much I appreciate the engagement with the podcast. I've gotten maybe 3 or 4 comments over the last couple of days, and I didn't want to respond to them because not that I'm disrespecting their view or disrespecting their opinion. It was because it was so far off base. Like sometimes there are some things you just don't need to respond to. And after I've gotten like maybe 6 or 7 comments in my DM, people have been asking me, do you really think Justin Herbert's going to get traded? Why don't you do a podcast on that? Because I'm kind of worried. It's talked about on most social media pages. And look, I am not going to dedicate an hour podcast to something that's not real. It's not going to happen. Justin Herbert is not going to get traded. I'll come on and say that now, but I'm not going to dedicate an hour or podcast talking about something like that. Remember, we just had the newspapers when we didn't have social media. We didn't have Facebook or Instagram or X or TikTok. We didn't even have MySpace yet. In order for you to read news other than what you saw on a local news at home on your television, you had to go to the store to buy the local newspaper, or how many times you've been to the supermarket and you saw the newsstand right next to the cash register and there was a National Enquirer there. And you look at the front page, it'll say Oprah Winfrey died in a car crash. And everybody's like, oh my God, did you hear what happened? Oprah Winfrey died, Princess died, married Pee Wee Herman. And those are the kind of things you saw on the National Enquirer. Everybody ran with it because I guess you had no other way to do any type of research. You just went by what was printed in that paper. Today, if you have a smartphone, you have the world in the palm of your hand. You have your iPad, you have your droids, you have your computer, your desktop, your laptops. You have access to all the research that you need. There's a lot of things that's being thrown into the atmosphere. Don't believe everything you see just because it's there. If something piques your interest, do some research. Come on, man. Stop. It's not going to happen. So guys, don't worry about it. It's not going to happen. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say nothing is impossible. I remember back in 1999, Mike Ditka was head coach of the Chicago Bears. Mike Ditka traded his entire 1999 draft picks to move up to the 5th pick in 1999 just to draft running back Ricky Williams. So I'm not going to say nothing is impossible, but trading Justin Herbert, it sounds as crazy as you hear Buffalo fans saying they're going to trade Josh Allen or the Chiefs fans saying they're going to trade Pat Mahomes. It's not going to happen. Stop. So when you see those clips that said the Chargers and the Vikings going to move up and they're going to trade Justin Herbert, think about the National Enquirer. Everything in it was a lie. Don't believe the hype. Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity.